Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Marco and today we are back with more One Piece. I will be watching episodes 804, 5 and 6. I'm very excited because this episode, since we arrived in Total Land, man, this whole arc has been really interesting, man. And I like how much Luffy, Nami and the others are struggling against Big Mom's henchmen, right? Her subordinates, her children, right? Sweet General, to be more precise, and Cracker, right, was giving Luffy such a hard time, man, that even with Gear 4, Luffy was not able to take him down. He just keeps creating endless hordes of those freaking soldiers, Cracker soldiers, bro. I'm getting a little bit sick of those bastards, man. The scene I really loved was Nami stepping in to face the guy with the bounty of 160 million berries, man, for her captain, and she did it. She bought enough time for Luffy to step in the last moment and save Nami, man. That was really nice. But of course, the absolute peak of this arc so far is the situation with Sanji. I was saying last time how they're hitting Sanji where it hurts the most, man. They're literally like Germa's existence and his father, right? Windsmoke's, they're like doing absolutely everything different from Sanji's whole being, right? Like hitting women, throwing away food, like being completely emotionless, threatening him with Zeph and Baratie, placing bracelets, potentially like exploding that could like prevent him from cooking and all of that, like all the disgusting shit, man. They beat up that poor girl. Yonji revealed to Sanji the stuff about their experiments and about those clones. We learned about those like bloodline elements that, by the way, Judge implemented into his own children, those experiments and research, trying to make them like super strong, right? He's also like using his kids as tools, man. So what are we even talking about, man? Absolute piece of shit. And Sanji also went through those experiments, but he was deemed a failure. Sanji remained a normal human being. He wasn't able to jump from that high up and like literally destroy the ground just like the other siblings, and that's why he was being picked on by all the other brothers. I like how it was shown that Reiju is also like laughing in Sanji and stuff. She wasn't directly harming Sanji, she's just being cautious that she doesn't end up being bullied and yelled at as well. It really seems that she has some sort of empathy towards Sanji, man. So that was also interesting to see. But yeah, it was heartbreaking near the end of the previous episode where we saw Sanji getting that iron helmet, right, and being thrown in the underground chamber. His father basically proclaimed to the whole kingdom that Sanji died, right, and he was crying, calling for his father's help despite him knowing that his father is a heartless bastard, but he's a kid, he doesn't know better. Their mom apparently died, and last line he says is, "Dad, I'm sorry for being born so weak," man. It really, really hurt to see that shit, man. So yeah, absolutely amazing. By the way, shout out to my Patreon, Gymnasium, who told me about Iron Mask Duel, right? He actually made that connection while watching my reactions. He didn't realize that earlier, but it could be something there, right? That made Sanji extremely pissed when he saw this guy with the iron mask, right? That was mistaken for him, right? And that potentially woke up those memories in Sanji, and that's why Sanji was extra pissed and kicked the shit out of Dual and rearranged his face and all of that. So that's a pretty nice connection. And you guys told me to not even listen to the title of episode 806. So usually it's always avoiding the title, right? But yeah, sometimes I can hear the names mostly, right? So I still don't have the context, but this time I'm not supposed to listen the title at all. So I'm pretty hyped about that because maybe they will mention some character that we didn't see for a long time or something like that, man. So yeah, without further ado, let's start episode 804. Let's go, guys. Well, that was yet another fantastic set of episodes, man. Holy shit. First of all, let's talk about the battle between Cracker and Luffy and Nami, man. As I said during this set of episodes, I really love that we had team up with Luffy and Nami because that literally never happened, or at least I can't recall any situation like something like that happened. And when she said, "Oh, he's gonna be the king of the pirates, he will continue eating no matter what," and Luffy was like, "What?" Luffy's eyes were popping out like even he has limits to how much he can eat. Surprisingly, Luffy's stomach is not a black hole, man. We learned something new today, man. So, in a most creative and satisfying way possible, they defeated Cracker, who was so egoistical and proud of himself being able to create endless amounts of those clones, biscuit soldiers, right? And that Luffy consumed all of them, no matter how many there are, man. So that was pretty nice. The final move, though. So Luffy came up with this strategy on the fly. He used Gear 4 while he was that huge, and he even has a name for it. It's Tank Man. He literally became a tank. That's like the ultimate defense, man. Cracker was not able to pierce him even with his strongest attack when his sword started being like lit up or whatever. What, I forgot the name. It was something pretzel, right? He tried to stab Luffy and Luffy starts absorbing the sword and him as well. And he's like, it's like slingshot, right? It's basically like Luffy bouncing him off from his stomach, but with such force that not only did he went out of seducing woods, right? And going through every single tree in his path, he continued flying through literal mountains, buildings. He reached the town where Big Mom is and he landed somewhere close to her that she felt the building shaking, right? She felt like earthquake or something. And one of her children that were around when that other child of Big Mom's was getting his lifespan taken away, they were here as well, and they witnessed yet another Big Mom's child, their brother, right, getting wrecked. And this time it's by Luffy, and they are going crazy. They are setting off emergency alarms and all of that. So they said when one of the Sweet Generals was defeated by Rouge, right? They went crazy. They sent this gigantic fleet. So after this, I see them going like all out in order to kill Luffy and Nami and the others, man. Homies are on our side. Thank God for Lola and that Weaver card. It came in clutch. Nami was basically the MVP with her reign and her genius plan, man. It was her idea, so props to Nami as well. Very well for the battle, man, and clean victory for us, even though it was very, very hard, man. So yeah, and Nami was like, yeah, we defeated one of Big Mom's generals, right? He's one of the Emperor's generals. We should be happy about this, but yeah, we are still focused on our goal, getting Sanji back, and Luffy is willing to do it no matter what. So yeah, pretty amazing battle, man. Chopper and Carrot are having rough time as well because Brula is literally on their ass. She's literally there, swinging in them with that sight. Chopper and Rabbit, Carrot weren't able to reach out to Sanji. They were so close, but Reiju appeared, and the stuff with Sanji escaping to the East Blue and Reiju, I talked about it briefly after that episode. That was so fucking bittersweet, man, because we finally got to see how Sanji ended up in East Blue, but seeing that Reiju had emotions and that she wanted to help and support Sanji, man, saying those words similar to how Jaguar D. Soul said to Robin that they will both find somebody in this West Sea that will become their friends and that they will love them, right? And that's literally what happened, and both of them ended up on Straw Hat Crew, right? So that was amazing, man. I really loved those episodes, and now we see Sanji struggling. He's still getting bullied by his brothers, but it's not like this time he's weaker than them. It's that he doesn't have any other ways of dealing with this situation because he doesn't want to put his friends' dangers in lives. That's why he didn't discuss about any details to Luffy and the others, and Luffy was mad about that, obviously, because your problem is Straw Hat's problem. That's how Straw Hats operate. So of course Luffy won't tolerate that, and he will go to help his friend no matter what. But Sanji is looking out for his friends, he's looking out for Zeph, right? And he has those bracelets as well, even though if he wants to escape, like, he will lose his hands, man, unless he can remove them somehow. Don't know. But yeah, he's now in that carriage. They're heading to Big Mom's place to meet up with her. And if I'm not mistaken, that is supposed to be day before the wedding, right? So it's still not the wedding day quite yet. So yeah, awesome stuff, guys. I will end it here. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff as always. Check out my Patreon page if you want to see full and early reactions. I will be seeing you very soon with another video. Until then, take care and have a nice day. See ya, guys.